In today's lesson, I'm going to show you how you can add three fractions together. That is, three fractions with different denominators. So before we can add these fractions together, we need to get a common denominator. A quick and simple way to find a common denominator is to multiply the three denominators of these fractions. So if we multiply 3 times 4 times 5, 4 times 5 is 20, 20 times 3 is 60, so 60 is a common denominator. It may or may not be the least common denominator, but it is a common denominator. Now, to convert each fraction to a denominator of 60, here's what you can do. So the first fraction, I'm going to multiply it using the denominators of the other two fractions. 4 times 5 is 20, so I'm going to multiply this fraction by 20 over 20. For the second fraction, I'm going to use the denominators of the other two fractions. So 3 times 5 is 15. I'm going to multiply this fraction by 15 over 15. Now for the third fraction, I'm going to use the denominators of the other two fractions, 3 and 4. So I'm going to multiply the third fraction by 3 times 4, which is 12. 20 times 1 is 20. 3 times 20 is 60. 15 times 1 is 15. 15 times 4 is 60. 2 times 12 is 24. And 5 times 12 is 60. So notice that I have a common denominator of 60 in this example, which means I can now add the numerators of the three fractions. So 20 plus 15, that's 35. 35 plus 24 is 59. So the final answer is going to be 59 over 60. And we can't reduce this fraction. So that's a quick and simple way of how you can add three fractions with different denominators. Now for the sake of practice, let's go ahead and work on another example. So let's say we have 1 over 6 plus 3 over 8 plus 2 over 5. Feel free to pause the video and try this example. If we multiply 6 by 5 by 8, 6 times 5 is 30, 30 times 8, 3 times 8 is 24, add the 0, this will give you 240. So 240 is a common denominator, but it may not be the least common denominator. But nevertheless, we could still work with it. So I'm going to use the same technique as I did before. The first fraction, I'm going to multiply it by the denominators of the other two fractions. So 5 times 8 is 40, so I'm going to multiply by 40 over 40. For the middle fraction, I'm going to use the denominators of the other two fractions, 6 and 5, so I'm going to multiply it by 30 over 30. For the last fraction, I'm going to use the denominator of the other two fractions. 6 times 8 is 48, so I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by 48. If you use this technique, the product of the denominators will be this number, 240. 40 times 1 is 40. 40 times 6, 4 times 6 is 24, add the 0, you get 240. 30 times 3, 3 times 3 is 9, add the 0, you get 90. 30 times 8, 3 times 8 is 24, add the 0, you get 240. 2 times 48 is 96. What's 5 times 48? 5 times 48, we know it's 240, but if you want to get the answer, 5 times 40, 4 times 5 is 20, add the 0 is 200, and then 5 times 8 is 40, so 200 plus 40 gives you 240. If you want to do some mental math. Another way you could see it is 48 is 50 minus 2. 5 times 50 is 250. 5 times 2 is 10. 250 minus 10 is 240. If you could use a calculator, feel free to do that, but if you want to do some mental math, that's how you can do it in your head. So now all we need to do is, at this point, add the numerators of the three fractions. If you can't use a calculator, you can use long addition. 6 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 4, that's 22, so this is going to be 226. over 240. Now we could simplify this fraction. Notice that the numerator and the denominator are both even. So we can divide the numerator and the denominator by 2. Half of 226, half of 22 is 11, half of 6 is 3, so it's going to be 113. Half of 240, half of 24 is 12, so this is just going to be 120. So this right here is our answer. We can't really reduce 113 over 120. 113 is not divisible by 2, nor is it divisible by 3. So that's how you can add three fractions together.